Welcome to the Lit Show. I'm Janie.
And I'm Daniel.
And today we're going to talk about marriage mythbusters.
Mythbusters. Hit me with it.
Okay, so never go to bed angry.
This is one that I don't do well, for
It's a
sure.
classic one.
It is classic, but sometimes I do go to bed angry. Sometimes it's hangry. I'm not necessarily angry at you, but it's just I haven't had enough calorie intake for the day. But I would say that for me in your relationship, I don't think that we've ever actually gone to bed mad at each other.
Not over
Like
something serious.
mad at each
Yeah.
other. Like it's always just been maybe a little tood.
Yeah.
So maybe it should be never go to bed with an attitude.
Do you want to share a story when you went to bed angry?
With you or
With me.
with you? There was I don't know, stuff like that just doesn't stick in my mind. It's been a long time since I've even felt angry with you.
Well, you don't like to be told what to do, so if I tell you what to do, then...
That's for all men,
Yeah.
though. So no man likes to be told what to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, that one's a very important one. So the longer we are in this marriage and the longer I have been on this earth, I have realized there's more to that saying than just what it sounds like. It means taking care of your person, looking out for them, looking out for your family. It's not necessarily meaning it all about the wife. It's more or less like take care of her needs, and that way you can be successful in maintaining the household. It's not necessarily just for the wife.
Yeah. I feel like it should be happy spouse, peaceful house.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
That's creative.
Yeah, I feel like it should be more like that because if we're both happy, I feel like it's going to be more peaceful, better for the kids.
Yeah.
Better for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it's really just knowing each other's character and knowing what each other doesn't like.
Yeah.
And then when you know what I don't like, then you're going to be mindful not to do it. Then you know what I don't like. Then I would know what you don't like. And then I would be mindful to do it.
That's called compromise.
Yeah, compromise. Okay. Love is all you need.
False.
When we first met each other, I remember saying that that is not true.
Yeah. No, I think that, and it's not really like a financial thing, but it's more about like a responsibility thing. I would say mindfulness is what you need.
Yeah.
And that could be, people could consider that just being loving, but I think that it goes beyond just, we're so in love. And
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that love is a very important thing. And I think that you should try to love as close to unconditionally as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Which is not, we can't really achieve it. Only Jesus can achieve unconditional love. But
Yeah.
that's one of those things that I think love is a big part of it. But love doesn't just look like, oh, I'm so in love. I'm so in love with you. Honeymoon phase all the time.
Yeah.
So it definitely goes way beyond that.
I remember when we first started dating and we talked about stuff like this, and I said that I'll never get a divorce over money.
Yeah.
And that's what I think the statistics are like. That's what I think 80% of divorces end in is money problems.
Yeah.
And I remember saying
poor financial planning.
Yeah, I remember saying I never want to be with someone that's not willing to pull their part.
Yeah, that's good.
Because if you're the one that's doing all the hard work and making all the money and we're living paycheck to paycheck, that's going to cause stress on you to provide. That will cause stress on me. And it's just unnecessary because you already have stress from just being married and kind of navigating living with someone.
And then you throw kids in there.
Yeah. And that's a lot.
It's a whole nother element.
I don't think our marriage has gotten tough with kids. Is that weird to say?
No, I think that it's been better.
Me too,
with
because I feel
kids.
like we are more cautious of like what we argue about because we have kids.
Yeah.
Whereas before we argued about how we cracked an egg. We argued about like so many things. Like, do you remember that? And like now we're just not about that life.
Yeah.
Like
maturity.
Yeah. And now like I'm okay to leave some dishes in the sink overnight. If you notice, I did it last night. There was a knife and a plate in the sink from cutting the chicken. So like I've noticed that like since we've had kids, I've been a little bit more, you know, my focus has been on other things. And then like in the morning when I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know this was in here.
Yeah.
Because we have a deep sink. But I'm okay with it. I'm not like beating myself up like, oh, I forgot to do that. So, okay. So opposites attract.
You know, it was funny that a mutual friend of ours, he was like, you and Janie, you and Janie.
I feel like I know who that is
who
too.
was it?
Tyler.
Yeah. Wow. And so that was so funny is because like at first he couldn't see it. And then he was like,
well, because he knows me and you differently.
On the different, personally.
Like, personally
he knew us
differently.
He knew us before we
were together,
started dating. And it was really funny when he thought about it. He was like, you guys would work well, I feel like. So, I mean.
I think that I think alike attracts. We're both hustlers. We're both money makers. We're both very motivated, drive. I don't really know what we're opposite in. We're both very clean.
I think that life has a funny way of changing things. I used to be a lot more of a free-spirited kind of person, and life just has a way of kind of, it did for me anyway, just kind of snapping me out of that. And
now you're like more uptight like I am and
structured.
Yeah.
I would say that I like things to have a certain way in a certain place. And
I appreciate that about you until I'm the one that misplaces that thing, and then I'm the one that's in trouble for it. But
sometimes.
It happens to both of us.
It does, definitely.
But I try to put stuff back when I use your tools, or if I want to try to
That's the worst
be handy.
one.
But I am pretty good at putting stuff back, I feel like.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll put it back even neater, and that's annoying because then you can't find it.
Yeah, it's a certain chaos.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like when I helped you plumb, you yelled at me for putting that little thing in the pocket.
Yeah.
But it was like magnet to the screwdriver.
Yeah.
To the side of it.
It doesn't go there. That's not where it goes.
It kind of like clicked there.
Yeah.
But okay, the honeymoon phase always ends.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, I would say.
But I still get butterflies like when I see you, or like whenever we.
Yeah, but I think here's the problem: is people aren't realistic with that. Like, life is gonna happen, problems are gonna happen. Like, do I still feel the same way I feel about you? Yeah, of course. Like, I still think you're beautiful, and I think that you're funny, and I think that you hold yourself very well, and that you're super professional, and all these things that I love about you. So like that didn't change. But like I said earlier, it's not like you're going to be love isn't all you need. Like, you have to have like stability in a relationship. Like, you have to have maturity. You have to have communication. People have to grow. People have to change and adapt and move. And so naturally you're going to progress out of that honeymoon phase, but into something way better.
Yeah.
It's called life.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I would say that too. Marriage is 50-50.
Yes.
I think it's my mom told me a marriage is 100%, 100%. If I'm giving 100% and you're giving 100%.
Yeah, what did I say? I said that. That's what I said. I said 100%, 100%. Yeah, if you just look at it's 50-50, but like 100-100. Yeah. That works.
Yeah, or like in some situations, like it could be 80-20, me being 80, you being 20, like, but I fill in your half, and then like sometimes it could be 40-60, or like when it comes to like work stuff, like,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of your stuff would be 100% and to me 0, you know, like,
Yeah.
so I feel like with each category, you know, like I'm basically like the planner when we go on vacation, you know, even though I check with you, but you're not much of a planner,
No.
but you like a plan. So
Yes.
it's kind of like nice to balance each other out, because I enjoy, well, like if you're like, hey, I want to go camping like at Jordan Lake, then I'm just like, okay, I'll plan it. Like,
Yeah.
I like to like set stuff up like that, and also hustle people and get deals, and that's what makes me feel valued. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it could be different in each category, like, but I feel like we balance and like complement
Yeah.
each other. um do you have any final thoughts?
Final thoughts about marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give up. Today's culture is all about throw away, throw away, throw
Yeah.
away. It's all about quitting. It's all about giving up when times get tough. And I think that, you know, the things that we deal with in this age, even though they are hard, like, you know, with all the technology and all the difference, like, you know, back in the day, you wouldn't have even gone to work. You would just be at home with the kids. So it's
Yeah.
like there's so many more opportunities to, like, do different things that can take you away from the home and take you away from the family and marriage dynamic. But, you know, it's one of those things, like, God designed marriage, like he designed for us to leave our mom and our dad and to find our other person. And you know, there's so many other things that I try to live by, and I try to encourage other people to live by. You know, if we're living by that moral standard, you know, I would just encourage people, just don't give up. You know, just like with anything, like if you're trying to get sober, if you're trying to give up that addiction, you're trying to break that bad thought, you're trying to quit cussing, trying to quit smoking cigarettes or drinking or anything that you feel convicted over, how much more is your marriage worth it? It's worth a lot. And there's always going to be good days and bad days. And I would just always continue to pray that God, you know, just help me be a better person for the person that I believe that you gave me.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that God makes mistakes. And I think that anybody who is in a marriage that might be struggling right now, or might be going through a difficult season, or might be, you know, the spouse cheated or something like that, like, people make mistakes. God doesn't make mistakes. And I believe that God is a God of restoration, and that he wants to restore things to us, and he wants us to live in a peaceful and loving relationship with one another.
From when your parents were married, what do you think is one thing that you can either learn from or take from? I'll go first. So mine would be to speak up. My mom, she really didn't speak up, and I feel like that kind of created stress in my mom, like to just follow my dad and his lead, and she never kind of had her own opinion. And I think that that's a really huge deal, for me to be able to just speak up and say, hey, I don't want to do that, or I don't like that. It's funny, I became like my mom in my other relationships, and like with you, you have the vocal side of Janie that's, you know, like, I'm going to speak up and I'm going to say I don't like that, but it's because I value our relationship.
Yeah.
And I really want it to work.
I would say for my parents, it was probably they just gave up in their communication. You know, their marriage ended up not working out, and I think it's ultimately because they were both unhappy with their personal lives, and was allowing it to affect their relationship so dramatically that they just got to a point where neither one of them really wanted to put any effort into the relationship. And instead of trying to see the value in something, they just gave up on it, you know, and they're like 2 generations ahead of us.
Yeah.
And they still just gave up.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you know, they both have a past, and they both have a record of, you know, not such great relationships.
Yeah.
So I think that that was the biggest thing that I learned, was to just not, no matter how hard things get, no matter how angry you get or how upset you get with life circumstances, and no matter how hard, because you go through things, I go through things, and I can't always expect you to level with me and understand where I'm at. And if I do, then I'm not being realistic in the expectation of, you're human. I'm human.
Yeah.
So you give me grace all the time. And so, like, how much more should I give you?
Yeah.
So I think that's a big thing about it is what I would take away from their marriage is that, stick it out, really, really, really see your part in the situation. I think that's a big thing, is seeing your own personal, where am I at in this, and where was I wrong? Where can I make improvements, and that kind of thing.
And then what about, what would be one thing that you would tell to like a younger person that's a guy, if they were planning on getting married? What would be some advice or one thing that you can think of that would stick out that you would want to tell
Don't
them?
take yourself so seriously.
That's good.
Don't take yourself so seriously. Take the relationship serious.
Yeah.
If you feel that person is the one, but take your time. Really make sure that you're capable of supporting her needs and that you're not going to get burnt out.
Yeah.
That's a big one, that you don't want to be 6 months into a marriage and just be completely burned out because you were trying to, you just weren't being real with yourself. I think that happens a lot with some Christian relationships.
Yeah.
And not saying that's a bad thing, but a lot of them do work out and have worked out. I would just say, just don't be so serious with yourself. Take life easy.
Yeah.
Really, really make your goals happen for you and for that other person.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah. And mine would be to be upfront with the person that you're thinking about marrying. Let them know like all your flaws so that they're not going into it blindly. Like if you have pet peeves, like, I do. My manners are a big one for me. And, I want a polite gentleman, type of guy. And I think if you're upfront and honest, then whenever like you're eating sloppy 2 years down the road and it's bothering me, then I can say like, which you don't do this, but then I could be like, hey, remember what I told you originally when we first, but if I don't say anything, then you're just going to think I'm nitpicking and I'm just being rude, or I'm just tired of our marriage, or, when it's got on my nerves from day one, I just didn't say anything. So I think it's good to be upfront and honest. Yeah, definitely communication. Well, thanks for watching.
Thanks. See you next time.